Alrighty, welcome back to the Right Shopping. Today is my last day in this man's parking lot, and he looks like a really happy man that I'm finally leaving.
No.
But I gotta show y'all real quick. He blessed me with some Coke bottles. That's the big one, and oh, another little, and even with the carding on it, and so that's going to go up behind my table at home, and so when I'm doing live streams he'll be able to see it. But today we are here with Jason Evans. I'm bad with names, so forgive me on that one. And yes, Dinger's here, so don't worry, he's here. But if y'all saw from my video yesterday, we're back on the road. Truck is working. So you want to tell me where you started off on a dealership, and how you came up with this idea of allowing people to camp in your back parking lot? No.
So what happened was, I started off with Ford when I was 18, and started as a technician. Worked my way all the way up. Had multiple positions in the dealership, and to the point now I'm a general manager at Young Ford in Brigham City, and we are right on I-15 in between Canada and California, so we have a lot of travelers.
Yes.
And since Coyote's been here, he's seen we've had
this parking lot has been packed almost every day. It empties out, and then the next morning when I wake up, it's full again. I'm like, holy crap. and there's trucks coming in and out, because I've got one driveway right here, and then there's another driveway on the back side, and then the main entrance down there, and I hear them coming and going all day long, and I hear beep beep, beep beep, looking for that car, and I have to have it's up here, Bubba. And so, but
the business we're in is sales, service, parts, service, repair, and so we've got to
get them in, get them out.
Get them in, get them out. And with the pandemic and the supply shortages, we've got some vehicles on this lot that have been here for over 6 months.
Wow.
And they're just sitting there waiting for parts, computers that can't be built. I've had one go out to 8 months even, and just cannot get the parts. So
thank you, Lord, I'm not that one.
So it's been really tough lately with that, and
oh yeah,
and a lot of people flown home and are still waiting. But we were blessed to have Coyote here for the time that we've had him for. Got to know him. We had a little bit of a rocky start.
Yeah, we had quite a start, but we figured each other out, and we've become real good friends now. I'm gonna have to come down here and take you out coyote hunting one day.
I would.
Maybe you come up to Washington and go elk hunting with me.
I would love that.
So.
But we've been blessed to have Coyote, and I told him a story one time. I was traveling through Arizona. I've got quite a few kids and a long camper, and we broke down out there. And I went into service, and those guys, I was the last thing that was important to them. They said they were 3-4 weeks out just to look at it, even just to get an eye on it. Nobody's willing to help me, and it made me think about my customers. Are my customers feeling that? And I wanted to make sure that didn't happen. They wouldn't let me stay on the property with the camper. They wouldn't help me anyway. They wouldn't even recommend anywhere that I could go, and I was in a bad situation. So when I finally got out of that situation and finally got back home, I wanted to be able to do something. So we've had, over the years, every year there's probably 20-25 campers on the property. People are in here.
Well, when I first got here, I had to park right here on the blacktop for a couple of days, because there was another guy parked right here where I'm at, and he was here for 34 days.
Yep, he was here.
And he's a Navy veteran also.
Another veteran, great man. And
Yeah, he's actually commented on one of my videos. He's like, I hope you don't break my record. I'm like, me too. Real close.
great guy, great people, and I told Coyote, I said, we have a responsibility to each other. We have a responsibility to our brothers and our sisters. And everybody just wants to treat them like everybody's a number, just blow them off. And that's not the case. That's somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's grandpa, somebody's dad, somebody's uncle. And we have a responsibility to them. I only wish I could get people going quicker, you know, and I wish I could have got Coyote going quicker than I did.
But y'all did all that you could. A lot of the holdup was the warranty company. We won't get too much into the warranty company today.
We ordered Coyote's parts a week after he got here. We had all the parts sitting here waiting for approval because parts has been the holdup. So we had all this stuff to do the truck, but didn't have the authorization. And
before, like a week before the inspector got here, Parker told me, we got the parts, we're ready to put it all back together. We just need the okay. And I was like, okay. But the warranty companies were,
that can be a thing. Yeah. But it did get covered. You know,
more or less,
yeah. Didn't work out exactly the way we thought.
I'm still $3,000 now total, because the first week I was here, I had to pay $2,000.
Yeah.
And they didn't warranty any of that.
Yeah.
And then this time, they surprised me with the $500 deductible instead of the $100 deductible, and I guess they don't pay for dirty rags and replacement oils and stuff like that.
It's tough, and I'm afraid everything's getting tougher. It seems like every day prices are going up on everything. So back to what I was saying, with everything getting tougher, got to stick together.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to stick together. Everybody's got to try to support one another, and that's kind of what's been missing lately.
And that's one reason I started my YouTube channel, because I want to show other disabled people you can get out there, do stuff, have a family relationship kind of with people all around the world. And so when I met you and you said, I was like, dude, I've called all the campgrounds. There's no place for me to camp. I don't mind camping in your back parking lot. Just give me a corner and leave me alone. Get my truck fixed. And so I really appreciate all of this.
It's been a blessing to us to have you, but to get to know all the people that have come through here over the years.
Yeah.
A lot of great people just trying to make it back home or make it to where they're going. It's tough when something breaks. I've been in service for a long time. When something breaks, there's no good about it.
Yeah.
It's not good for anybody. It's broken. People are upset. We need to get this fixed. But on the other end, actually trying to get it done and get it fixed. You guys saw the previous videos of Coyote that he showed with the truck tore apart. It's a huge job.
Yeah.
Huge job.
When I came in and the cab's up in the air and it looked like a freaking grenade went off in the thing, I was like, oh my baby.
Yeah. It's been tough.
So, but man, I appreciate y'all allowing me to camp here.
My pleasure.
I know y'all were talking about tearing down the house here and all. I'm kind of hoping y'all might make this a spot for
We're gonna do something.
campers to be. Now, one thing I would suggest is power and water.
Power and water.
That's been my biggest issue. Is, I mean, yeah, I only have to put the water jugs on the side by side, drive 100 yards over there and fill them up, dump them in there. But moving those generators and getting gas, I've spent almost $300 in gas just running generators. So that I know y'all have a business here. You're not a campground, but I love this idea. I'm hoping other dealerships see this and will take your lead and start doing something like this. But to help out the person who's camping their water and power.
Yeah, and everybody always breaks down in the middle of summer when all the campgrounds are booked solid and you can't
Yep.
get in anywhere.
And we
Yeah.
called several places, and you took me up to that one place, and on one hand I really wanted to go up there. I was just like at nighttime going, damn, I wish I was up there. But those days that I had to run over to Walmart and get my Coke and stuff, it was like, yeah, on the other hand, I'm real glad I'm here because I don't have to call one of y'all and say, hey, can you come pick me up and drive me into town to get gas or Coke or...
But it was a nice ride
Whatever.
that we went on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could have had a little more time and I could have done some calling on coyotes for you up there. But we'll get that done one day. But I do appreciate, again, that all the work y'all have done for me and getting me in and out of here as fast as y'all could. I mean, a lot of people have asked me, how can you be so patient? And it's like, well, I'm sitting here watching them.
You're seeing it every day, what's happening.
And they're busy little freaking bees down there. I mean, there's trucks in and out of here. There's people here. Your thing says y'all close at 6 o'clock. I've seen people here till 8 o'clock
Yeah.
working on stuff, and it's like, I can't fault y'all for anything y'all've done. I mean, y'all actually helped me out at letting me camp here. You've kept me informed with pretty much everything and all, but it's just kind of frustrating
Yeah.
that, I mean,
It's
I
not
can
quickly
understand people fix it, and it's like, yeah, fix it, but
And
I realize you got other shit going on too, so
most repairs we can get right that quick, but something that big, that involved.
yeah.
And the gentleman who worked on it's a senior master. He's the best of the best.
Yeah, I talked to James a couple times, and
Yeah,
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I've got to say a lot of thanks to Parker down there and Mason.
Yeah.
I forget names.
I guess the other thing too that I'll say is you were really patient. You're really good to work with, and
I know that second day or so I was down here, I blew up, and I came out and I made that video, and I was ready to start calling ADA and everybody up under the world. I have the news out here. I was about to.
Coyote took that video down, but for those of you that maybe had the opportunity to see it, Coyote had a run-in with one of the sales managers, and they just did not click at all at first.
I said I wanted some ass, meaning I wanted the manager to either chew somebody's ass out or fire them. He took it as I was going to kick somebody's ass. And he was like, I'll take your camper in your truck and drop you off out on the freeway. And
Yeah.
I was like, good luck with that, buddy.
Funny-
And we both were like alpha males playing with each other. And so, but when you showed me the video of him on that TV show,
What
would you do? I'll try to leave a link to that. I've actually sent it to a couple of my followers on YouTube, and when I saw him get up and confront that dad and stand up for the daughter and the fiance, I was like,
These two are two peas in the same pod, Coyote and this gentleman. I told Coyote, I said, if I had to send you on a mission, there's only one person in this building I'd send you with, and it's with the guy that you don't get along with. And it's absolutely true. So that brings me to, got a wasp here.
yeah.
That brings me to what I wanted to say is patience. And Coyote was very patient. He's a very, very good man. We all need a little bit more of that. You know, everything's been very, very broken for a very long time, very divided, and that's what we need to get away from. We need to come together, we need to unite, and we just need to do a little bit better job, all of us, including me.
Well, I know that day when it got real, we there for a minute I thought we were gonna start putting blows on each other, and I just stood up and I turned around and walked out because I'm not the one to escalate it into that. And so I was like, you know, I'll just wait for the manager to call me. Have him call me as soon as possible. And I stepped outside and I started making that video. No more than 20 minutes later, you were up here. Hey,
Yeah.
can we talk? I was like, well, as long as you got good things to say to me, yeah, we can talk. But we worked it out, and then
And you and Jason.
he came up and we talked a bit, and we worked it out. And now when we pass each other, we're like, hi.
Two peas in the same pot, and it's just funny because I know you both now, and it's hilarious. But that's kind of how it goes when you like personalities. You can butt heads, you know.
Yeah, if you meet in the wrong situation, you'll be enemies for life. But if you meet in the right situation,
Best
you could be
friends.
best friends forever. And we kind of touched off on the wrong side there, but we got it worked out. He thought I was bad mouthing the secretary lady down there.
Yeah,
And I had a bad attitude, but I apologized to her at the very beginning for having a bad attitude.
and he walked by right then and just got the wrong impression of the whole deal.
Yeah, and he was like, I got to stand up for my people, and so
Yeah.
he was like, "Grr," and I was like, "Grr," and we were like, "Grr." So we laugh about it now, but man, I was livid that day.
Yes, you were.
I was ready to have news channels and ADA and Veterans Affairs all down here going, you better take care of our veterans.
And sometimes that happens, you know. It's just like that. There's groups of good people, and it just goes bad. We worked it out, but sometimes it doesn't get worked out,
Yeah.
and it just goes south.
And,
the whole
and,
thing.
and I'm glad that you came up and we got to sit down and talk about it. We worked it out. Then the next day or that afternoon is the day that you took me up on the hill and
right.
showed me the campsite up there. I really loved that spot up there, but it just was too hard for me to get to the stores or supplies. And if I knew it was only be a week, I could have bought enough to last that week, but we didn't know how long it was going to take. And I'm one to think the worst because I have this thing of without bad luck, I have no luck at all. Yes, I know, big man. You didn't say it. I did. One of my followers, he's always like, I didn't say it this time.
Those of you guys that follow Coyote, thank you for that. And the reason why I say that is he's out on the road doing these things, trying to be a positive influence on veterans and everybody around, and he's making it happen. He's actually doing it. So he's legit. He's no joke.
Yeah.
So.
It's like even just running around town, my wonderful neighbors next door, I've been real cool with the, hey, how you doing? But I gotta say, these Utah people are really cool. They're really nice. And that one show you showed me, What Would You Do?
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about how this town is real prejudiced and stuff. My wife's Japanese. We never ran into any of that. That one week she was here and we were at the hotel, everybody was bending over backwards to help us. They were complimenting on her, what she was wearing, how cute she was and all. And when you showed me that, I was like, are you sure it's the same town? Because we didn't have that attitude.
Yeah, and there's always cultural and generational differences, but it's a great place to be. It's a great place to live.
Every time I've gone to Walmart, I've had people wanting to come up to Dingo and pet him.
Yeah,
And
Dingo's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
Dingo's, he's a good boy.
He's in there sweating his stuff off right now. But I am so happy I'm on. It's, as my dad would say, it's been real, it's been fun. And I'm not sure about real fun. I'm gonna be happy to be on the road. I'm gonna try to be packed up and out of here by 7:30 tonight,
Okay.
more or less. And I'm gonna try to do a live stream on that. So stay tuned for that. But
Well, I've been following Coyote now, and I'll continue to follow him. And it's just kind of fun, you know, kind of living through somebody else's experience. And this has been a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough experience.
This definitely will be talked about for a while. Remember that time we were? Yeah, shut up about it. We don't want to talk about Utah. But I really love this idea of allowing people with campers and stuff to park on the backside here. I really do appreciate it.
My pleasure.
A lot of people were like, well, run an extension cord all the way down there. Run a water hose over to there. It's just too far.
We did that once. We did do an extension cord and a water hose once, and the semi-truck drivers who bring the commercial parts, crush them.
Yep, I could see that
Yep,
because
what
they're
happened,
in
it
and
just
out of here a
crushed it.
couple times a day sometimes.
We've tried a lot of different things. We're going to make some adjustments. We're going to make it a little bit better. But the idea is to try to make it as comfortable as possible. And it's not perfect.
And I realized that you don't have to provide a place for somebody.
No.
This is just a specialty. And I hope other dealerships see this and get the great idea that this man has come up with. Because, I mean, I could be 30 miles away and be like, hey,
What's going on?
what's going on?
Yeah.
Can you come pick me up? I got to go to the grocery store, stuff like that. And to be able to be right here, and when you have a question, either y'all can run up here and ask me, or call me and ask me to come down there and take a look at something. And just it made it a lot easier. Since I mean, I had the side by side, but
You could see the day-to-day, though.
I could see the day-to-day. Every night when y'all were left, I'd go down there and look through the windows and be like, yep, truck's still hanging up there. And so, but it made it nice that I could see what was going on, but I was still kind of far enough away. I just wasn't up in your faces going, don't forget about me, fuckers. But I still was up here going, hi, I'm still here.
No, we're grateful to get to know you, Cody.
Well, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
And I appreciate my little gift of Coke bottles. Those are gonna be freaking awesome.
Not everybody would appreciate that, but Coyote does.
Yeah, it's the simple things. Everybody is on YouTube and they're all worried about, well, can I make money? You know, I've been doing YouTube 6-7 years. I should be monetized by now, but not in for the money. I want to make friendships. I want to make knowledgeable videos. So if somebody is driving through here, they say, hey, my Ford truck's messing up. Wait a minute, Jason is over in this area. I remember seeing Coyote's video about Jason. Let's go see Jason. And, hey, Coyote sent me here.
Love that.
And so hopefully if you're driving, hopefully if you're driving down the road, your truck doesn't
Keeps
break.
on running, yeah.
But if it does, and you're in Brigham, I can't ever say this word.
Brigham City.
Brigham City. Okay, I pronounce it wrong. I got that southern thing going on. You ever here? Stop in, see Jason,
Love to see you guys.
and tell him Coyote sent you,
Yeah.
and Dingers. And hopefully we'll swing back by here when I get the puppy, and
Love to see that.
I'll show the puppy to you.
Love to see that.
I'm supposed to stop over at the hotel over at Best Western and show them the puppy.
Nice.
I know you're the puppy. I hear you in there whining. I said puppy, and Dean goes, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm the puppy." But I can't say enough good about y'all. Y'all have done. I mean, yeah, we started off rocky, and it's been a rough 36 days now. But we're on the end and stretch of this, and I know y'all are happy to see me leave, but I was sitting here last night going, man, I'm gonna be kind of sad to leave this place. It's kind of like a second home to me. Nah, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
Ready to go.
So it's been great sitting here, but I'm getting that cabin fever.
It's time to go.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
And so, but hopefully next time we see each other, things will be great, and we can maybe go fishing or go shoot some coyotes
Let's
or
do that.
something. Because that's what I'd rather be doing
Yeah.
than sitting here going, damn truck. And just because y'all think frickin' Dodge and Chevy's better, Ford is first on race day forever. And so I've got a lot of Chevy and
Yes.
Dodge dealers, people in there, so I always get harassed. Well, just get you a Chevy. You wouldn't be sitting in that parking lot. Yeah, I'm just, and I love when I first got here, y'all were trying to sell me a truck. I like, no, I just got the truck. I don't want to buy a new one. I just want mine fixed. And I know y'all looked in you and I talked a minute, and you looked in your stuff and was like, yeah, we just ain't got anything that would.
I couldn't put you in a situation that was better than what you were in.
Yeah.
And sometimes dealers will do that. They'll jam a guy in something that's not good for him. But it wasn't going to line up for Coyote the way he wanted it to, and that was the end of it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, the guy that was here before me, he said about once a week, one of your guys was like, "Hey, we just got this truck in," and he was like, "No, my truck was special made for what I do, and I'm staying with my truck."
Well, he said that
Yeah.
he would buy a truck if it was the right truck, so they kept looking for him.
Oh, okay.
For
And-
you, I couldn't make
and
it
see,
the way you wanted it. So.
I came in, the only way that I would do it is these stipulations.
Yeah.
Other than that, don't even waste my time with
Yeah,
it.
and you were really, the situation you're in with that truck was the right situation.
I got a really good deal with this truck. I mean, I can't. I'm a little irritated with the dealership I bought it from right now because they didn't tell me everything about that warranty stuff. But we'll deal with that
That's
later.
down the road.
But I got a great deal on the truck, and I'm real happy because this is the first truck that I've had all in my name. I didn't have to have a co-signer. I got my credit scores almost up to 800. I went in there and I was like, I want that truck. And they were like, well, your credit score is awesome. Let's do it. And so I got a great deal on it.
It was a very good truck. It was very well taken care of. The engine was one of the cleanest I've ever seen inside. And so that, again, that's part of my point too. This engine was heavily maintained.
Yeah.
One of the best I've ever seen as far as the way it looked inside. A lot of times they'll be sludged up from the oil changes not being done right. That's the biggest problem we see. But it was well maintained. So you got a good truck, but stuff happens.
And I
Everything
gotta
breaks.
say, it's great to hear from the general manager, dude, you got a good deal on
You
your
got a
truck.
good deal. You got a good- they did a good job for
It's
you.
a good, clean truck. I mean, the James, the mechanic, Parker, the sales rep, or not sales rep, service
writer.
rep, they were all like, dude, that engine is like immaculate. It's the best engine we've ever seen up in here. And I was like, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And so I've been real happy that everything y'all have found on there was really good. The things that were messed up were unusual to mess up, or the Parker was saying that, or I guess it was you and the inspector were saying that type gasket has a big failure rate for the head gasket.
I don't know if it's a big failure rate. You got to remember, there's millions of those trucks on the road,
Yeah.
and we see a pretty small portion. But if it got hot, we know that, you know. But once you get an engine hot, all bets are off. You can wreck a gasket. You can
Warp ahead.
warp a head.
Crack
you can
a
crack
head.
a head, crack a block. But then none of that happened. It just
and-
hurt the gasket. But
And that one time I test drove it, that was one of my first things I was thinking, oh crap, the freaking head's cracked or warped. Oh crap. And
but we did our best to check that before we just put gaskets in it.
yeah.
It'll be good for you.
Well, I was happy to find out that they changed that thermostat. He said they changed the thermostat and the sensors. When I talked to James today about it,
Okay.
he said they changed both of those or
Okay.
whatever, all of it.
Good.
And I said, well, James, whatever.
Whatever you did.
Yes. And he goes, I'll go put that in my notations. And I'm like, yep. Because I told him that I texted you yesterday as soon as I posted that video yesterday. And you called me. I could tell you had just finished watching it. It was right about that length of the film. You called me. You were like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
Fantastic.
And so, but, well, we'll wrap this up.
Thanks, guys.
Holy crap. We've been here 30 minutes.
Doesn't seem like it.
No, it doesn't. But when you're talking to some great people, time just flies. And so, again, thank you for everything. Tell your guys down there, thank you for everything they've done.
Will do.
I've gone through and kind of apologized to everybody for my attitude the first
You didn't need to
couple
do
days.
that.
But I didn't see
Anita.
I didn't see her, and I didn't see Jason.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jason.
I didn't see him
He's
because I
gone this
wanted to
week.
let him know that, again, I was sorry for butting heads with him, but I understand where he was coming from, and now he kind of understands where I'm
Yep.
coming from, and so we're good on all that. But I do appreciate everything y'all have done for me, and
Thanks, Cody.
hopefully we won't be back here again for truck issues. We'll be down here for fun issues.
Visit and fishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thank you, sir.
thank you for coming up and talking with us and giving us a quick interview and telling us the situations. And thank you for everything. Dingo and I appreciate it. And thank you for the Coke bottles.
My pleasure.
I know most people would be like, oh, that's just kind of no, that's collector stuff there.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably have phone calls later going, hey, you want to sell those Coke bottles? Hell no, I don't want to sell those Coke bottles. So, but alrighty. Well, God bless everybody. And remember, never give up.
Thank you,
I
guys.
never do. And don't worry about what they throw at you. Keep a good attitude. I mean, yeah, I had a bad attitude that one day and all, but overall, I've kept a fairly decent, good attitude with everybody, and we've stayed in communications with things. I've got your cell phone number, so we've been texting back and forth a lot about things, and so I mean, in the long run, it's worked. It's communication. If everybody has great communication, the world would be a lot better.
Much better.
And so,
Yeah.
but thank you very much,
Thank you,
and
sir.
we'll catch you later, and I'll let you get back to work. Have a good night
Thanks,
or
Gabby.
good day, and stay tuned for more videos.
See you, brother.
All right, have a good one. All right, y'all have a good day. We'll catch you later. Again, God bless. Never give up.